Joins us now. And Alexis, you've been following this story all day. What is the very latest that we're hearing from all of these different scenes leading up to this?
Tonight, investigators tell us today that 21-year-old Anthony Baumgart was the person who shot and killed that sheriff deputy. We're told that shot was fired here at the Indian Springs apartment complex here in Lebanon, which is right behind me. Tonight, it's hard to put into words exactly what this community here in Boone County lost. Right now, it's an entire community grieving after this officer or deputy was shot here in Lebanon. Now let's take a look at the person here and persons who were taken into custody. That's 55-year-old John Baldwin Sr., 28-year-old John Baldwin Jr., and 21-year-old Anthony Baumgart. That's the man police believe fired that shot. They're all in police custody. Investigators say Baumgart fired at the deputy, hitting him in the head. Investigators say those shots were fired after they pulled into a local trailer park this morning to serve a warrant for a lady who lived there. But that's when they found John Baldwin Jr. and Anthony Baumgart. They were wanted on warrants as well. Baumgart was wanted for failure to appear at a Marion County. Investigators say they made contact with those men, who then sped away in a car. Baumgart was also shot. He's been transferred to a local hospital. Investigators tell us James Baldwin Jr. took off from police. That created the second police chase here in a car. They say he got on 65 and traveled the wrong way against traffic. They ended up taking him into custody as his dad, Baldwin Sr., took off on foot. Tonight, investigators who are still working the case and the several crime scenes here say their thoughts tonight are with this deputy's family.
You know, when you get news like this and the details start to come out, everything just starts to stand still, and you really start to reflect on all the people that are going to be affected by this, all the community members, the families, our families, our loved ones of all law enforcement. It's really hard, and it makes we need a lot of support, not just us as law enforcement, but our communities, our families, Deputy Pickett's family. Everybody needs a lot of support right now.
And tonight, investigators tell us the thin blue line was shattered here in Boone County. Right now, they're trying to piece together exactly what happened. Their thoughts, their prayers, and their hearts are with Deputy Pickett's family. And people here in the area, some of those witnesses actually who say they saw Anthony, who was here behind us, fire that shot, say that they are so upset that this all happened here in the normally quiet area. And investigators tell us as they try to continue to push forward for answers and they think about that deputy's family, they're going to do every single thing they can to make sure these three men, including the shooter, get the worst punishment possible. Reporting tonight in Lebanon, I'm Alexis McAdams, Fox 59 News.
What a long day for that law enforcement community. Thanks so much, Alexis. Well, we are working right now to learn more about these three men who have been arrested after this shooting this morning. Anthony Baumgart is the man that police say shot Deputy Pickett in the head. And we want to tell you this is actually a mugshot from a previous crime. We do not have his current mugshot because he was hospitalized. He, again, in the hospital right now, is expected to survive that shot. He has an outstanding warrant for failure to appear. Now, this is John Baldwin Jr. Police say they encountered him this morning as well, and he has a warrant out for his arrest in two cases, one for auto theft and the other is for possession of a syringe. Police say John Baldwin Sr. and Anthony Baumgart all got into a car and took off. At one point, the car stopped and the three men jumped out, tried to run away, and that's when the shooting happened. After the shooting, Baldwin Jr. got back into that car and he took off. He was later caught on the interstate. John Baldwin Sr. managed to escape, but he eventually turned himself in. Baumgart will be taken to jail when he is released from the hospital.
And tonight, Aisha, Fox 59 News spoke with a man who says he witnessed the shooting. The man who lives in the Indian Springs apartment complex says he looked outside his window and saw 21-year-old Anthony Baumgart waving a gun at police. He says Anthony was wearing a beanie and a long black coat and would not drop his semi-automatic weapon. The witness tells us he heard police yelling at the men, then heard several gunshots. He is shocked because the neighborhood is usually quiet.
Oh, it's nuts because here in Indian Springs, nothing happens. Nothing ever happens here. This is a very peaceful community, and for this to happen, it's like
The Central Indiana law enforcement community has seen a lot of tragedy in the last few years, especially. We have lost several officers to gunfire. Last July, Southport Lieutenant Aaron Allen was shot and killed while trying to help someone in an overturned car. In March 2016, Howard County Sheriff's Deputy Carl Kuntz was shot and killed. He was also serving a search warrant. His partner, Sergeant Jordan